All right, so now we're going to talk about UVs. UVs are a way to translate the three-dimensional points in a mesh into a two-dimensional space. So think about it like, or one example of something similar to UVs is this box here. So this is a three-dimensional box, right? And originally, it was this flat thing here that went through a press and all the graphics were painted on it. And then there's like a way that it could either be unfolded or folded up to create the three-dimensional object. So for every point on this box, there's like an equivalent two-dimensional position on it. So let's see here. So we're in Maya. Let's create our own box. All right, frame up on it. And what we need is to start playing with UVs is the UV editor. So window, all editors, rendering editors, not sure, modeling, here we go, modeling editor, UV editor, and I like to just put it in the same tab as the node editor, and I also like to put the hypershade over there. And when we can see here, when this polycube was created, had parameters, it generated a mesh, and it also made UVs for us. And here we see basically this flattened version of this box, this like unfolded kind of version. And we have it in UV space. So U is the wide, and V is the tall. So I kind of like V for vertical and U for wide. Kind of makes sense. UV space, kind of the main square is 0 to 1, but we could actually use these other squares. We'll look at one possibility in a second. So let's see, what else do we want to talk about? If we want to see how a texture is kind of spread over our geometry when it's flattened, we have this tool here, which is pretty handy. And, you know, with this tool selected, I could go Control plus to make the squares bigger, or minus to make them smaller. And this is about as good a UV as you could possibly hope for, which is basically like, you can't really see the seams. There's no distortion. A square on the texture is a square on the box. So this is an excellent shape, right? Of course, what happens if I start messing with the proportions of the box, right? Now there's like stretching and distortion in the texture. So I could go in here, click on this, put my UVs, and try to adjust and compensate, which, you know, sometimes is what you need to do. To, you know, move these UVs around on this map and try to fix the distortion. Or now that this is kind of automatically in pretty good shape, I could select the whole shell, go to my tools, which I put over here, putting my UV toolkit tools, I'll put it over with the attribute editor channel box, and so I can select the UV shell, which is every face that every face that's connected in a single uncut piece of UVs, and I can go cut. And what cut will do, oh, sorry. I can go unfold. And what unfold will do is it'll try to, once you've established where this box can be kind of cut open, it'll try to figure out the best way to unfold this box, and it'll also try to honor the amount of space taken up by these by these faces in 3D space. So this is great. The only problem now, though, if we look at this, is it's a little crooked, right? Which may be fine, but I find that a little annoying. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab some edges. We're going to align them to the all we want is let's just grab this one. We're going to align that to some angle, right? Then I'm going to pin it so it doesn't move. Then I'm going to select the whole shell again, all right, and unfold it. And what that did is that kind of oriented it to this line here. And I'm going to unpin all. You know, for now, it's nice if our entire texture fits into this 0 to 1 space. And we have a UV box, but now there's no distortion, there's no stretching of this underlying image. All right.